All right, let's talk about the sunshine while we can.
Yeah, now, speaking of bingo cards, there should be a bingo card for Northeast Ohio weather in March because it runs the gamut. Anything can happen. It's
That's
March
exactly
in Northeast Ohio.
Absolutely. That is it in a nutshell for sure. Today, though, it's definitely spring fever that is going on. Maybe not so much along the lakeshore, but farther south, it is plenty warm. Lots of sunshine around. We do have a couple little incidents to talk about, one of which is on I-77 right around White Pond. We have the traffic camera pulled up from ODOT. This is at Ridgewood. So this is the southbound lanes that you see there on 77. And you can definitely see how backed up it is. The accident is right up here. There is two cars that were kind of put into the wall. So they closed the left two lanes, but it's right after the on-ramp to 77 southbound off of Ridgewood Road. So definitely something to note there in the Akron area. As far as the overnight forecast goes, friends, it's beautiful. We have mainly clear skies. Temperatures here in Cleveland will be fading back to around 40 or so by midnight. Akron, Canton, areas farther south, Dover, New Philadelphia, you too will be getting down to about 40 degrees or so as we start the day tomorrow, which it's the clear skies that actually opens up that possibility for us that we have viewing possibilities for tonight's total lunar eclipse. Now, if you're looking for when, it's late, so take a nap and then get up later, because at 1:09, that's when the partial eclipse will begin. 2:58 a.m. is the heart of totality, so that's when the moon will totally be in the middle of the Earth's shadow. And then after that, the Earth's shadow begins to move away, and we will have that reddish hue on the moon, and the partial eclipse, this part ends at 4:47. So on either side of that, you'll see kind of a darkening or a reddening of the moon as that total eclipse takes place. So that's kind of the lineup of the times. As far as the temperatures go, well, we're sitting at 37 in Cleveland. It's 70 right now in tropical Dover, well into the 50s and 60s the farther south you go. So it is literally a higgledy-piggledy kind of an afternoon when you're looking at thermometers across northern Ohio. As I mentioned before, it is 80 right now in Athens and southern Ohio. It's 79 in Cincinnati. These are the temperatures we're talking about for tomorrow here, all across northern Ohio. The cold air will begin to retreat back to the north as we have a big push of heat that's coming in. You can see clear skies for us for now. We will stay clear as we head through the night. That total lunar eclipse taking place as we drop back to about 40 and hold. And in your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast, I'm just going to nail it at 70s. We have our forecast high for Cleveland at 75. I would not be surprised if we have a few areas that get warmer than that. But notice that the clouds and the wind will be picking up as the afternoon goes on. There is a look at the top temperatures. As mentioned, upper 70s, a possibility farther south will be well into the 70s along the lakeshore. But we've put up a weather impact alert for the weekend, and that is because of this storm system that we've been talking about all week. It's going to come together, and as it does so, it's going to fire up a pretty potent storm system for the central part of the country tomorrow, so that by Saturday, we will have rain moving in. Rain and thunderstorms a possibility in the morning. We'll get a bit of a break, and then another round coming Saturday night into Sunday with heavy rain a possibility that lingers into Sunday. So that weather impact alert is for rain and wind. If you have outdoor plans, you may need to adjust, but otherwise it's just rain and wind, something we've dealt with before, but this is going to impact the plans across northern Ohio. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. After all of that gets by, right now St. Patrick's Day looks like it's going to be in the upper 40s with partly cloudy skies, back to the 60s and 70s middle of next week with another complex of storms moving through Thursday. It's going to cool us down into next weekend. Right. So we're kind of doing this back and forth roller coaster ride.
I see what your mind did there, Bets. It temporarily drifted down to Florida and St. Pete.
It kind of actually did.
Yeah. I also want to say that in the next half hour, we have a research astronomer on from Cleveland State to answer all of our questions about the eclipse and the viewing and all of that. So that's coming up in the next half hour. Bets, thanks. We'll see you soon.